All right, Math 8, this is our Wednesday homework help. Equations, variables on both sides. Okay, so here we have variables on both sides. So you can't solve for R if you have R over here and R over here. So the thing that you need to do is combine like terms. Well, look for distributive property first. I don't see distributive property. Then combine like terms on each side separately. I can't combine these two terms because they're not alike. Nor can I combine these two terms because they're not alike. Make sure that you do that part first because it's going to save you a lot of work. Combine like terms first. Now we can move the variables to the same side. Okay. So I'm going to move either 6R over here or 7R over here. Okay. Because again, I cannot solve for R if I have an R over here and an R over here. You got to move the R's to the same side. I'm going to move the smaller one. This is a positive 6R, so I'm going to subtract 6R from both sides. Remember, you can only combine terms that are alike. 6R minus 6R is 0, and I'm left with 7 on this side. Bring down your equal. On this side, I have 13. Bring that 13 down, and I have 1R. So this is plus 1R or just R. Now to get R by itself, I have to move to 13. This is a positive 13, so I'm going to subtract 13 on both sides, okay? So when I subtract 13 on both sides, this is going to be a negative 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's negative 6, okay? This is gone, and I'm left with R. So R is equal to a negative 6, okay? Let's look at this one. All right, so now, same thing. We don't have distributive property. Combine like terms. You cannot combine these two on this side, nor can you do this. Move the variables to the same side. I'm going to move the smaller one. Negative 4 is smaller than a negative 1. So I'm going to add 4x to both sides. Remember, I can only add 4x to the x, okay, term. This is 0, and I'm left with 13 over here. Bring down your equal, okay? Bring down my 1. Negative 1 plus 4 is going to give me a positive 3x. Okay? Now to get x by itself, I got to get rid of these two numbers. Always get rid of the number that's not directly attached to the variable. So get rid of this positive 1 first by subtracting 1. When I subtract 13 minus 1, that gives me 12. Bring down the equal. 1 minus 1 is 0, and I'm left with 3x. Now, in order to get x by itself, I'm going, this is multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. 12 divided by 3 gives me 4. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So x or 1x is equal to 4. Okay, let's do this one. First step, combine like terms. Remember? Okay. Well, distributive properties actually first, but we don't see distributive properties. So we're going to combine like terms first here. I'm going to combine these two terms together. Negative 7x minus 3x. When I add or combine those together, that's going to give me a negative 7, 8, 9, 10. That's negative 10x. Bring down the plus 2, bring down the equal. I can't combine these two terms. They are not like terms. So I just bring those down, okay? Now I'm going to move the variables to the same side, move the smaller one. I'm going to move the negative 10x by adding 10x on both sides. This is gone, and I'm left with 2 is equal to a positive 2x minus 8, okay? Now, I'm going to get x by itself by moving the 8 first. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. 8, 9, 10. Bring down the equal. This gives me 2x, okay? Because this is gone. This is 0. The operation between a number and a variable is multiplication, so I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. 10 divided by 2 gives me 5. So x here is equal to 5, okay? Please make sure that you follow the same steps in doing these problems. Look for distributive property. None of these have distributive property. You're going to combine like terms on each side separately. Then move the variables to the same side. Then isolate the variable. Get rid of the variable. Get rid of the variable. I'm sorry, get rid of the numbers that are not directly attached to the variable first. So add or subtract first, then multiply and divide last when working out these problems. Okay. If you want to ask more questions in class, you can. I'll be more than happy to do more in the next video. Okay. Or for warm up. All right. Have a good day.